If you've been around San Francisco's Chinatown lately, you may have noticed a pretty sharp decline in tourism, and merchants are complaining that business is really slow.
Yeah, tariffs on Chinese goods are also exacerbating things. So what is the future of Chinatown?
ABC7 Building a Better Bay Area reporter Leanne Melendez here now with a look at a really struggling economy.
Yeah, as if the pandemic wasn't enough, right? It's not only San Francisco, but other Chinatowns in the U.S., Washington, D.C., New York, Philadelphia, are shrinking. Now, many are bracing themselves for another hardship, tariffs. But San Francisco says it has a plan to evolve. Chinatown is a place where tradition mingles with the unconventional.
So this is Lion Trading, and we're a religious product store based in San Francisco, Chinatown.
Incense and religious artifacts are among the many products that come from China. The owner, Megan Lee, says the initial tariffs imposed on Chinese goods, which now are paused until August 12th, will have dire consequences.
To us, as a small business, that number is still relatively very high. And so we are adjusting to the new tariffs, and also we are taking advantage of these 90 days to really try to get our shipment over here.
Donald Liu, the head of Chinatown's Chamber of Commerce, says there's no denying it. If a trade war develops between the U.S. and China, it will add to Chinatown's downturn.
I made a statement before. I think if the tariff, the way that it was proposed, it's going to devastate Chinatown.
But Chinatown is known for its resilience, dating back to the 1906 earthquake, which nearly wiped out most of the buildings and structures. It's a constant reminder.
The Chinese wanted to rebuild in Chinatown, but the powers that be and the mayor said, no, we don't want you here. You're a blight. Get out.
During the 1929 stock market crash, Chinatown saw widespread unemployment and small businesses faced unknown challenges. Nearly 100 years later, Chinatown is still here, but facing new hardships. International tourism is visibly down this summer. Locals blame a strong U.S. dollar, and the crackdown on undocumented immigrants gives the perception that foreigners are not welcomed under the Trump administration. Like other places in the city, Chinatown has seen rents increase, forcing some businesses out. A younger generation is leaving local retail to pursue other careers. Legacy business Sam Wu restaurant closed in January after its owner retired with no one to take over the business. Dragon Seed, a dressmaking shop, will close after 45 years in Chinatown.
You ready?
Linda Law, owner of the Love Tea Boba shop, says some people aren't investing long term.
All of the people I know been here for over 20 years, like myself, right? But I see the newcomers, like especially some of the boba shop. They just stand for 3 months or 6 months, and they change ownership.
Another issue here has been out-migration, when families leave for other neighborhoods and cities.
A lot of family grow up in Chinatown, and once they move out, they unlikely they don't come back so often. Yeah, so I think that's why we need more events to attract them to come back.
Chinatown did bring night markets to the neighborhood beginning in late 2023, but that alone won't attract people to Chinatown. Liu says Chinatown's economic future will rely less on souvenir shops and more on places that offer cultural experiences, especially along the Grant Street corridor.
There's many ways for folks to buy these souvenirs and these items online, Amazon and other places, Alibaba, for a lot cheaper. We are seeing more and more art and culture institutions occupying Grant Avenue, and we want to make it into an art and culture destination.
People here say experiencing what Chinatown has to offer will always bring people back. Then and now. And while the pandemic and crimes against Asians were both devastating, many say it had unintended consequences, like restoring a sense of pride in the community, and people felt the need to support Chinatown.
Still, it will never be the Chinatown of the old guard, because you see nowadays these new restaurants, really nice, sleek restaurants.
Yes.
Right?
Cool speakeasies and bars that are hip, you know.
Yeah, and you know that there's only one banquet hall left, Far East.
Really?
Yeah, that's what I was told by the Chamber of Commerce.
Yeah.
So
Change.
transformation,
Yeah.
it's good, but we'll see how much it'll cost us.
Yeah.